So today I have a very special gift, as you can see here, and it's got some beautiful paper and a big green bow, and it feels really lumpy. I don't actually know what's in there, but I'm getting some interesting shapes. I'm thinking it might be something for Barbie. Here we've got, oh, look at this lovely cupcake with a candle. And we've got a flower growing here and a butterfly. Oh, can you see this little hedgehog? Isn't he cute? There he is. Oops, let's zoom in a little bit better. There he is. A little hedgehog. And here we have some mushrooms. Oh, and here's an owl holding some balloons, just like Hello Kitty. Oh, it's a really nice wrapping paper. And that makes me think there's something really special in here. Like I said, it feels lumpy, but it is a special occasion today. So let's unwrap it and see what it is. What do you think it is? I'm hoping... Oh, it's hard. It's a box. Okay. Aqua Dragons. So have you ever seen this before? They're called Aqua Dragons. As you can see here, discover a fascinating live underwater world. Underwater world, excuse me. So I'm just going to unwrap this. Oops, here. This packet. Okay, that's. Okay, so we're going to need all these pieces. Oh, that's the tank. Isn't that lovely? It's a little booklet. And this is like some kind of cardboard. Okay, I'll put it aside. Let's see what we actually need. Wow, isn't this interesting? This is our tank. Okay, so this is our tank, and it has a sticker around it. Has the dragon there and some smaller ones around. Okay. And on the other side it's the same, it's got coral and a dragon. Okay, that's interesting. So it will actually stand up like that because it is a tank for the creatures to go into. And that just says Aqua Dragons there. So it will sit like this. And put the lid on. Okay. Let's have a look and see what the book says. We've got these implements here that are going to help us set up our little aquarium. We've got some food for the little critters. And very interestingly, these are the eggs. So the little animals that are going to hatch and live in here are in here already. Oh, very interesting. Here you've got a certificate of responsible Aqua Dragon ownership. So it's saying that you will promise to treat these living beings with respect, feed them weekly or as needed, oxygenate the water daily, and maintain the tanks at a safe and stable temperature. So you can't be leaving it on a windowsill to get really hot. You might kill the little animals. So they're basically saying, before you go and you make your lovely tank of dragons, these are real live animals. And although they've come from eggs that are in here, when we put them in the water, they're going to hatch, and we have to treat them right when they're alive. We can't be cruel to them or let them die because we didn't take proper care of them. So this is the oxygenator that we're going to put in and add oxygen into here every day. And I'm guessing that this is some kind of mixer, but we'll find out. So this is another thing that they're showing us how the dragons, let me move this out so it can focus. I think this is how the dragons are going to look. It's rather cute. Okay, so we've made that promise. Well, you know, having an animal, even if it's a little animal in a tank, is a big responsibility. You have to take care of it once it arrives. So I'm going to say yes, I will treat them with respect, and I will feed them weekly or as needed, and I will oxygenate the water daily, and I will maintain the tank in a safe and stable temperature, and that means not leaving it in a place where it can get really, really hot or really, really cold. I'll have to find a good spot in my home where I can keep this safe and comfortable. Wow, that's really interesting. And what is this? Discover the mystery of aqua dragons. Live aquatic creatures which you will bring to life, hatching them out of their hibernated egg state by putting them into the aquatic habitat. So this is the aquatic habitat here. And when we put water in here, this will now become the aquatic habitat. And the animals right now are hibernating within eggs that are in this packet. What else do we need to do? Aqua dragons look like tiny, three-eyed, long-tailed, hairy-headed dragons that grow up to 2 centimeters long. They swim and play graciously in their fascinating aquatic underwater world. Care for them and you will see them eat, grow, swim, play, and even reproduce. Okay, that sounds interesting. Now, I need some water. Let's see how much water I need. Fill the tank with 350 to 380 ml of bottled water. Well, I've got some right here. This is bottled water. And the reason I ask you to use bottled water is because tap water has fluoride and chlorine and certain agents in it to keep the town city water supply clean. But those things that we add to the water for us can kill little animals. So we need to filter all that stuff out. So you need bottled water, or you need water that has been filtered. Right, so you fill the tank. Is there a line? I'm guessing this line here must be like the maximum water line because it has these, you know, wave lines. It's saying don't fill past here. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this up because, you know, I'm ready, and I think we're ready now. Okay, let's see. Try not to dribble it all over my table. It does help having it in the bottle because there's less chance of spillage. Oh, we're going places. Nearly there. Okay, I'm stopping at that water line that is indicated. This is a litre bottle, so, and it was half empty, so that's about 300 mils, 350 mils. Okay, so it's in there. Next. Okay, I've put the water in. What do I do next? Tip in all the contents of the egg pouch and your tiny aqua dragons will start hatching in an instant. Even though for the first couple of days they are so small, they're only visible with a microscope. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't have a microscope, so I'm going to just tip it in and just, you know, accept that that's what's happening because I can't actually see them when they're microscopic. So we need to wait 48 hours. After a day or two, whilst looking closely into the tank, you will notice some white dots that move against the current. They are your aqua dragon babies. Feeding and caring for them, you will see them grow up until after a few months you will have fully grown aqua dragon family in your tank. It's easy. You only need to feed them once every 4 or 5 days with a small level teaspoonful of food from the food pouch. So this is that tiny teaspoon here. I didn't realize it was a teaspoon. Look how small that is. It's just a tiny, tiny amount of food. So it looks like I've got lots of food in here because look how little they eat. And there's lots in here. So I'm not worried about running out of food. So what are they? The aqua dragons are from the crustacean family, a species called Artemia salina. They have been around since prehistoric times. Their eggs preserved through droughts, waiting to come in contact with water to hatch. Okay, these small beings can grow 2 centimeters long and live up to 6 months. Wow. All right, so your tank should be filled with clean bottled water. Yep, I've done that. And kept at a temperature of 20 to 27 degrees. 22 degrees is probably ideal. That's the temperature of my room. If the water gets dirty or murky, stop feeding them for a few days until it clears up. Okay, so you need to leave your lid off every few days to let some fresh oxygen get in. And further on in the book, they actually show us, wow, anatomy of the life cycle. So let's have a better look at this. So this is the life cycle of our aquatic dragon, and as you can see it starts off as an egg, okay, here in a cyst, and then when we put it in the water the cyst will break, see, it will come apart from each other, and then a little hatchling will come out. That's interesting. So the little hatchling is already in here just waiting for us to open it up. So then it will grow. As you can see, it's growing. That's the adult. Then they'll mate. And then the female will lay more eggs and the life cycle continues. And over here is, ooh, anatomy of the adult aqua dragon. Wow, look at its eyes and its head. It's very interesting. It has antenna. Wow, look at that. Inner body guts. The thorax. Intestines. Right, abdomen. Abdomen, excuse me. Wow. This is very interesting, and we're about to start our own very interesting experiment. What's it saying over here? This is what an artist is saying that the aqua dragons look like in his opinion. Okay. So that's very interesting. After your aqua dragon family has completed the life cycle, you can leave your aqua dragon habitat, that's this tank over here, to dry out for a period of time and then refill it with water. And then the eggs that were hatched and never born, they will just rehatch. So, wow, that's so interesting. They can dry up again so that they live through droughts. Ooh, and then we have a colouring in page. Now this is very handy because we have to wait 2 days for them to hatch in the tank. And while we're waiting for them to hatch, you can go ahead and colour in this really interesting page. I really like that. It can help you while you're waiting for your aqua dragons to come together. Okay, let's do this.